Seahawks take it 3-2 in double overtime, advance to the NEC title game this Sunday, and they'll do it right here on Hamline Field. We're joined with Izzy Gomez, the golden goal game winner. Take me through it.
There's really not much. Everyone was telling me to block the long ball that I was gonna attempt to go through. I managed to get my leg on it, kind of deflected back. The defender, missed that kick to clear it, and then I saw it, just got in front of it, and I just kicked it and hoped that it went in, and I'm so grateful it did.
I mean, a beautiful goal, too. Obviously, the defensive play to make the stop, but then to turn, put it upper 90. I mean, probably the coolest way to win a game, I'm sure.
Oh, I know as a team we didn't want it to get to PKs, and we also didn't want it to go to overtime, but, that's how the game just went, and we knew that, each half, each individual had to just show up, and we did in that overtime, and we got the result, and, we're playing for a championship at home.
I mean, adversity, that's what you guys faced a ton of today. Obviously, a team that comes in the reigning champs, and last time you guys were here in a postseason setting, dropped it versus FDU. Now you go and get the retribution, you get a chance to potentially hoist the title on Sunday. How good does that feel to make last year's wrongs a whole lot better?
It feels amazing. We had a lot to prove from last year. The way that ended, we didn't want it to be that way, and we knew coming this year that we had a team that could do it. And everyone shows up every day willing to put in the work, and it shows. And I know that us seniors don't want our story to end, and I know everyone else doesn't want it either. So.
Well, talk about yourself, right? As someone who bought into this program, wasn't here the full 4, but after last year, it could definitely tell has stepped up as a big part of this team, but obviously as a leader. Kind of speak on that, what that means to this group of seniors, able to get that, and now hosting an NEC title game, first time in program history.
I mean, it's huge. Coming in, I knew that I was new again, and that, but the girls took me in, and these past 3 years have been, 2.5, have been nothing short of amazing. I've loved every second of it, and just coming in this year, especially as a senior in this senior group, we have so much that we want to play for, and we just don't want anything to end this quick. So we're just gonna take it all in, game by game, and Sunday's a big one for us, so we're gonna take it day by day.
Izzy, congratulations. Heck of a goal, heck of a win for you guys, and best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Be joined by head coach Phil Casella in just a moment. Seahawks take it 3-2 final score in double overtime to advance to the NEC title game. Wagner wins the 3-2 final in double overtime over the reigning NEC champion in Howard and the Bison, 3-2 in double overtime. I'm joined by head coach Phil Casella. Coach, I mean, the emotions that were probably on this team, kind of just take me through. First, we'll start with on the game winner, but then we'll go into the second half as well.
No, for sure. I mean, obviously, having the opportunity to go back into overtime and then going back to the old rules where it's sudden death, you definitely have to make sure that you take care of your opportunities both on both ends. And obviously, I thought we were really good on the defensive side in the overtimes. And then I told the kids there's going to be one moment. And obviously, Izzy rose to the occasion and hit a great goal for the winner.
Well, let's go back to the end of the second half. I mean, needed a goal, similar situation, had to have it. It comes in the scramble drill, all 11s in the box. Take me through that and kind of eventually the chance to kind of settle down after that, knowing you're going to have a little bit more soccer.
I mean, look, obviously there's 90 seconds to go, and, it doesn't matter if it's 2-1 or 3-1. Doesn't matter. So, obviously the thought is to get as many players in there, and that's why I threw in Abby as well to cause a little bit of havoc. And I think she challenged for the first ball, but things were bouncing around and everything's alive, and we were able to get the equalizer. And then it's just about, making sure that we buckle down those last 90 seconds there to get to overtime and regroup.